Now, how in the world? Howdy, folks. What's going on this evening? Well, golly, it's Ellie Mae. Hey, Ellie Mae. I invited Ellie Mae tonight because she's proud. But I was having trouble with another one of my friends, Ego. When the two of them go out, they always get confused. No one's sure who's right. Is it proud or is it ego? Which way do I go? Well, obviously, in this world, make it simple. East or west, north or south. Everything must be calculated like that. And anything of chemistry that you're going to do, if you can't do it in 4 directions or 8 directions, then there's a minimal amount of chance it's going to connect. So then you take the in-between directions. The reason I brought this up is because, can you see this? I know it's really dark in here tonight. Those are both the 6 dice. One is pointing north-south. One is pointing east-west, okay? When I talk to you about the cylindrical world, okay, cylindrical, the tri-world, what it's actually is like this. I'm going to see if you can see this. You see where it says 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9? Well, that 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 happened to be that 6 dice, okay? And in between where there's nothing, I put the 5. Why the 5? Because that's the spirit that connects the creation of the beta world, 1, 2, and 3, okay? With 7, 8, and 9, the heaven, the God. Why the God? Because it's the 7 worlds, okay? Take a look. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 5, it makes 7. And it's, where am I? Oh no, this is going to be so bad. Sideways, it's also 7. I know you understand. Okay? It's 7 both ways. You see, God is 6. G6, the G looks like the 6. Where did the G come from? Why did we call it God? Why do we call it ego? It's the electronic world, God of the heavens. Ego. Where he go, I go. Ebay, Enet, whatever the E is, that E has been changed around so many times. The French, when they see the letter I, they go E. Aïe, aïe, aïe. In the French, they don't say the H. So the I and the H now go together automatically, and they are East and West letters. The I cannot be created unless it's made from the east side of the pool table, and not the north-south side. That's where the H comes in. The H-I, when God said, and I'll repeat this all the time, he was French. He goes, I am who I am. I am who I am. I am, put the H, it's I am. A word. I am, not I am. It's I am who I am. Means God of God, but he's telling them in his name. He asked who he was. Obviously, that's who he is. The other thing I was going to try and get to you, I was telling everybody today down at the beach by Rocky Beach, I was with Chatterfly. If you don't know her by that name, you might know her as Juniper Bird. If you don't know who Juniper Bird is, well, Juniper Bird is the little angel that allows more or less spirit energy into this world. And she tightens the screw and she loosens the screw. We're in this blue world, don't forget. That blue electronic goes into the ocean. It hits that salt, and those electrodes go all the way to the ocean core, where they weave their way through all them lobsters and stuff, right down to the core of this world, and out the other end and back. That's what that sun does. It goes right through, when you don't think it's going through because you don't see the heat anymore. You don't see the heat. Does it really make a difference? I have something on the oven. I have to turn it over. Can you give me just 30 seconds to turn this over? I can't believe I'm cooking while I'm doing a video. This is insane. In fact, I'm cooking pork and I turned it off. This was my turning stick. This stick, but now I write on it. I write on everything. Whatever moves, if I can write on it, I'll write on it. You want to know, prove my point? You can't see that, eh? You know what I wrote on my hand? I wrote a story about, I think it was little Jack Horner who sat in his corner. He shoved his thumb into the middle of the pie and he pulled out a plum. That plum, if you really take a look at it, that's purple-black. Inside it's yellow-orange. Black, yellow sun. Do you know what the black is? The black is you know when you have a cable at home and it's plugged into the wall, usually it's black. Well, that makes sure nothing escapes. None of the electric escapes from the red matrix system. Um, Obviously, electronics turn blue, and shocks between electronics have different colors. I'm not a scientist. I wish I knew a lot more. I'd be able to explain a lot more. I just know it works. It works in my mind, and I know my mind is smart enough not to know all the small details. Although small details are very important, especially when the light is red, it doesn't mean go. Another thing, that red light. We stop. Is the light yellow? No. That light is more orange. Okay? And the green light is not really green at all. The insects and bugs, they're of the yellow world matrix. They're here to keep this world alive. Why? Because if they say heaven or man is made in God's image, well, the whole heaven system is the same thing. These trees can't live without these insects. There might not be any insects up in heaven. But you know what? If the insects are here to help the trees live, or whatever else is in the air, they're here for a reason. So everything's the same. I went into the water today. Did I tell you I went into the water? Yeah, I put my feet in the water. They said, jump in. I said, jump in. I came to the water to stand in the water. Why am I not jumping in? I came there to stand. I am standing, and that's what I went there for. Anyways, I looked at the rock that was turning green, and I said to myself, green? Where does green come from? Blue and yellow? Does that make green? That's what I'm thinking. Blue and yellow makes green. Or does it come from orange and yellow? Well, that would make brown, wouldn't it? I'm not very good at my colors. All I know is the color it comes to be. What color does it come from? It has to follow the flow of the matrix world, the red, white, and blue. You have the orange of the matrix world, which is shown to you on the 5-ball. It's orange. Because once the electricity passes, the heat is orange. Look at your oven. I've said this before. Go in your oven, turn on the heat. Look what color it is. It's electricity going in there, but it's orange. Although the 5-ball is red. But don't forget, in electricity, you have the red tape and you have the red wire. Don't mix them up. It'll be a shocking experience. Is that right, MrTacpans's? You know what? I fell in love today. Yeah, for the first time in my life. I fell in love with MrTacpans's because in heaven, she's an angel. I never knew it. In heaven, everybody is called Sir and Mr. We only differentiate it because there's a beta world here. Okay? I can't explain how sex works up in the heavens, but it's really cool. Okay? It's just, there's so many ways I can envision it, and it's almost at the touch of a finger. How would you like to just touch a finger of another girl and just, you know, now you need about 6 hours of sleep because it was too much? You think Morgan Mindy? You think the guy who wrote that didn't have some sort of connection deeper with his angel? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We're smart and we don't know why, because we opened the door. The positive feeling is positive all around from the positive energy. It opens the door. It allows you to open the door. If you're not positive, you won't walk up to the door. You cannot open the door from a distance. And then again, they do have electric doors, so what am I talking about? I must be wrong in some way. I was going to show you 7286, the British flag, okay? One of the reasons for the British flag, can you see that? It's a little star in this corner right here. And what it is I put a star in every single box of the tic-tac-toe in the 9 squares. So that would make, obviously it's supposed to make 9, but it's only 8, because the core where it all passes through is not a point. You see this, I wish I can really show you this. Can I get this light closer to here, baby, here? I just want to show you this. Where is it? Oh yeah, right here. You see this star here? Take a look at it, okay? I put the 1 in the center like you see on the right, the 1 in the left. All I did is connect the dots. and that's the star on the telephone. If I do it this way, right, that's the star on the ambulance. Okay? It's that center 5-hole that connects it all. Rubik's Cube has 9 on the top. So if you imagine 9 squares on the top, 9 in the center, 9 at the bottom. But that's not probable. How would it turn? What's in the center of Rubik's Cube? Doesn't it have to be round? Am I wrong? Wouldn't it have to be round? Something has to be round inside there. Can squares turn inside squares? I don't know. I'd like to really open up a Rubik's Cube and see what they use for the core. So anyways, if they use that for the core, how many actual squares are on Rubik's Cube? Come on. There's 9 at the top, all around the top. You can't deny that, right? So that would be 9. There's 9 at the bottom, all the way around. You can't deny that. Now they go over to the next side, okay? So now you have 18, okay? How many do you have in the middle? 9. 4 in the middle, right? Wouldn't there only be 22 squares on Rubik's Cube? How many squares are on Rubik's Cube? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we go into the center level where nothing has been touched. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a second. How's that possible? 27? 6 sides and only 27 markings? How is that possible? Wouldn't that be 28 if there was 1 in the center? Don't figure that one out. Anyways, I didn't even think I'd get into 11 minutes here. I did want to go over ego and crowd, luck and chance. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's terrible and it's happy. It's different and I'm lucky. All these beautiful words. Boy, what we can do with them. We don't need any of them. We create them from what we do. And then if we don't create them from what we do, if we don't take that positive energy forward, we're going to create, I can't believe that happened. Oh my God, it fell on the floor. All these things were seen in the Matrix. What do they call her? That lady was the, wow, I wish I really had the name to tell you. What was the name of the lady in the Matrix where she was able to see things in advance? You think, I mean, come on. Yeah, look. This is the 60s right over again. We're jumping over to what's happening in the U.S. $4 trillion in debt. I went over this once before. Now, how would I restructure the entire world? I know some people won't like what I'm saying. One money only. A special tax. If there's only place to work 3 billion people in the world, everybody else gets money, depending on age. Everybody gets money. We all need the money to survive. We have to make it so we do survive because we're not here trying our best to survive. And we always want more. But you know what? I went out yesterday to the theater and bought a pack of cigarettes. It cost me 10. And obviously I needed to roll one up before the theater, so I had to spend another 25 on that. I bought popcorn and chips and a coffee. I had to drive it for gas. By the time I got home, it cost me $70, where I threw in 2 pieces of pork. I don't know why. I only have cooked pork and chicken. Everything else I can eat raw. I don't know why. I told you. That yellow, something in the yellow. The pork is that pink belly or something. Something in the pork. There's something different between pork, chicken, and beef. Really something different. Let me go over. Oh, the beta world. Oh my God, do I have enough time to do this? You see, on the dice that I was showing you, the 6 dice, okay, what happens is the 1, 3, on the 9 squares you see here on tic-tac-toe, okay, the center world is covered. We only see 2 worlds. The other one is covered. It's like pulling out your telephone, okay, and you see the down part, that's 3 worlds, and then you put it back together, it's 2 worlds. 3 worlds, 2 worlds. 3 worlds, 2 worlds. And that's what the center of this whole thing is all about. You don't see the 3rd world. 3rd world is creation. Thank you. Have a nice afternoon.